Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the gaming review, battery drain test, heat test of the Oppo's RealMe 1. So guys, this is the phone and it sports the MediaTek Helio P60 processor with Mali G72 MP3 GPU. And I have the 3GB RAM variant with 32GB of internal storage, and out of that 32GB of storage, we get about 20GB for our user apps and user data, and right out of the box, we get about 1.3GB of free RAM, out of that 3GB of RAM. Now first I'll do the gaming review where I'll play these 6 games and then check the temperature and share you my experience. I'll also check the battery percentage before and after playing the games so you can know how much the battery drain after our gaming session. After that I'll do the heat test where I'll take pictures continuously for 5 minutes and then check the temperature once again. And that will be like the intense heat test. By the way guys, there is no fan or AC running in the background and it's a closed room with no air circulation, and there are 2 big lights on either side. So that's one light and this is another light. So it's gonna get pretty hot. Right now the room temperature is 31 degrees. I've just turned off the AC. So temperature in the room should go up about 33 or 34 degrees. Now before we start the gaming review, I just want to show you this particular feature called game acceleration. So this is the feature. It gives us some additional things like do not disturb mode, which simply rejects calls or simply hides them. Next we have prohibit auto brightness, which is something I really like. Next we have game acceleration itself, which simply clears the RAM and does some stuff for you to have a better gaming experience. Game acceleration works only for these 4 games, and if you want to disable it, you can just turn it off. So there we go. So guys, now I'll start the gaming review with Clash of Clans, but right now the current battery percentage is 60, and with that said, I'll start the timer. So guys, that was the end of 2 games of Clash of Clans. I played it about for 6 minutes. Now let me just quit it. Now let's check the temperature. Now on the front it is 41 degrees, 42, 43 degrees, that's the maximum temperature after playing Clash of Clans for 5 minutes, 6 minutes maybe. So at the bottom it is 40 or 39 degrees. Now on the back it is 42 degrees. So that's the maximum temperature, and at the bottom it is 38 degrees. So guys, that was Clash of Clans. Just a quick reference, that was face unlock. It was super fast. Now next I'll play Asphalt 8. So guys, that was the end of our first race. Let's check the temperature. On the front it is 45 degrees. I guess I've seen 46. No, so on the front it is 46 degrees, that's the maximum temperature. At the bottom it is 39 degrees. It's just fluctuating a lot. On the back it is 44 degrees. That's the maximum temperature. I've seen 45. And at the bottom it is 38, 40 degrees. So that's the temperature, and coming to the gaming experience, it was really good. I have no issues, no complaints with the gameplay. Next I'll play Modern Combat 5. So guys, that was the first level of Modern Combat 5. Now let's check the temperature. By the way, gaming experience was really good. One of the best gaming experience I've had, but there was some occasional screen flickering. So guys, on the front maximum temperature is 45 degrees and at the bottom it is fluctuating at 40 degrees, 36 to 40 degrees. Now on the back it's 45 degrees. That's the maximum temperature, and at the bottom it is 39-40 degrees. By the way, while playing this game, phone did felt slightly warm in this area. Next I'll play Shadowgun Legends. So guys, that was the end of a mission on Shadowgun Legends. Now let's check the temperature. At the top it is 47 degrees. That's the maximum temperature we have seen so far. And at the bottom it is fluctuating around 40-42 degrees. At the bottom it is 47 degrees once again. I've seen 48. So that's the maximum temperature. At the bottom it is 42 degrees. So that's the temperature, and yes, phone feels slightly hot but still playable. I don't have any issues with heating specifically, but the game is still playable. And coming to the gaming experience, for the most part it was pretty good, but there was some occasional lag here and there. But as I've said, we can play this game. Next I'll play Riptide Renegade. By the way guys, it has been about 30 minutes since I've been playing games. Now let's check the battery percentage. So it's 51%. So for half an hour of gaming, phone drained 9% of battery, which is pretty reasonable considering this phone has only 3400 mAh battery. Now let's start the race. So guys, that was the end of the first race on Riptide Legends. Now let's check the temperature. At the top it is 47 degrees, 48, 40. At the top I've seen a maximum of 48 degrees, and at the bottom it's fluctuating around 44 degrees. On the back it is 46. Okay, on the back it is 48 degrees. That's the maximum temperature, and at the bottom it is 42 degrees. So guys, coming to the gaming experience, I really didn't have any issues. Just like with Asphalt 8 and Modern Combat 5, no issues whatsoever. You can play it without any issues. Now the final game in the list is Pubsey Mobile. So guys, these are the graphics settings. I can't change it to high or low. It is set to medium. Guys, as you can see, there is some slight lag. At least it isn't very fluid. So guys, that was the end of PUBG. I played it for about 8 minutes. Now let's check the temperature. Game was slightly lagging, but on the whole it was still playable. On the front I've seen a maximum of 48 degrees. So that's the maximum temperature, and at the bottom it is 43 degrees. Now on the back it is 46 degrees. I've seen 47, that's the maximum temperature, and at the bottom it is 40 degrees. So far I've been playing games for about 45 minutes and current battery percentage is 46. So for 45 minutes of intensive gaming, phone used 14% of battery, which is pretty decent. Now on the whole, gaming experience was pretty good. There was no major issue. There was occasionally slight lag with some games like Shadowgun Legends and Pubsey Mobile, but it wasn't a huge deal. Phone feels warm, but we can still continue playing games and it isn't affecting the gaming experience at all, at least in my experience. Now it's time to do the heating test, where I'll take pictures continuously for 5 minutes and then check the temperature once again. I'm just gonna reset the timer, open the camera application, now start taking pictures. By the way guys, currently room temperature is 33 degrees. So guys, it's been 5 minutes since I've been taking pictures continuously. Now let's check the temperature. On the front I've seen a maximum of 51 degrees, so that's the maximum temperature, and at the bottom it is 39 degrees. Now on the back it is 48 degrees. Okay, I've seen 50 degrees. So 50 degrees is the maximum on the back and 41 at the bottom. So guys, that was the heat test. So on intensive camera usage, or if you push your phone to your limits, your phone will reach a maximum of 51 degrees in indoor conditions without no AC or fan. If you do the same in direct sunlight, it will get even hotter. Now 51 degrees is definitely hot, but most of it is because of this glass body, which doesn't dissipate heat much quickly. So it does get hot, but it shouldn't be a huge deal if you use it in normal conditions. As I've said, this is like the worst case scenario. So guys, that was the gaming review, heat test and battery drain test. If you are planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video on this phone or any other phone out there, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.